Alright YouTube, this is Mr. Donut Will 13 back again with another MUT 13 video. Here I'm bringing you just kind of an overview of my weekend for the Most Wanted and Flashback cards weekend. First I'd like to just list out what they released in these packs this weekend. It was a pretty big weekend for MUT as it's coming to an end. So they released, first of all, they came out with all the Flashback cards available in Legendary and off-season packs, along with 3 new Flashback cards, which included the limited edition DeMarcus Ware, which I could show you guys right now. He's pretty amazing. There's only 250 of them. I did not pull one, which is a bummer, but I wish I did, so let's see. So, pretty amazing card. Definitely the best right outside linebacker in the game. You could see his price is pretty stiff too. So, the main thing you're buying from here is the boost guys. +4 to tackling, +4 to power move, +4 to hit power, and +4 to block shedding. That right there just basically means that anything you're blitzing with will become a decent pass rusher just because of having DeMarcus Ware on the field. You could probably blitz with Dion and still get some decent moves just from this DeMarcus Ware. So the other one was an Ed Reed, which once again I wish I pulled. This one I really wanted. I heard he plays absolutely amazing too. He is not numbered, so I could still probably pull for him while I'm recording this. He's 800K, mainly just because he's not numbered. His boosts are still really nice, actually. So, I mean, you see the +3 to catching, +5 to play recognition, and +4 to zone coverage. Amazing stats as well. Press, not so much, but he's a free safety. Who needs press, right? So, and the last one is Mike Wallace. This one I did pull. He was a little more common than I felt like than any of the other ones. Flashback Mike Wallace. So let's show off Flashback Mike Wallace real quick. Here he is. Yeah, it's pretty cheap actually. I have him on my team at the moment, but he's also not numbered. And he is, you know, a really good speed demon wide receiver. For me, he replaced Julio. I had Julio, you know, he played pretty well, but I figured I'd try out this Mike Wallace. He looks really awesome, and his boosts are pretty amazing, especially if I've got someone like Cam Newton or Michael Vick in. So, those are the 3 new Flashback cards. And then, for the rest of the weekend, they also released the Left Tackle Collection, which has a DeJuan Brown reward. That's the Steelers, huh? They won't have any. Well, how about let's try Elite for the Texans. Alright, this DeJuan Brown reward is, or Dwayne, I don't know how to pronounce it, but he is quite the card. Pretty amazing. Best left tackle in the game. I've heard he plays like the best too. I know many would think, what about Jason Peters, the golden ticket card, but I've heard great things about this card, so looking forward to finishing this collection. Other cards they released for this Most Wanted weekend promo was the Super Bowl Legends. Cards that I've always kept my eye on. Really, I check on them all the time just because their prices go pretty psychotic. I've found cards super cheap, so it was funny. I sold my Jerry Rice, who's super cheap now, for, let's see if I can find one even on the first page. Yeah, so 270 grand. I found, and I sold my Jerry Rice about a week before this for 800K. Rough moving him just because of, you know, it's Jerry Rice and those stats speak for themselves. There's only one in comparison, and that'd be Megatron. But he's not 6'5" and can't jump like Megatron can. But I did pull a Joe Montana, which I'll show you guys in a minute. I'll show you guys all my pulls. But yeah, they just kind of released all these. No, they did not release Lawrence Taylor. That's a collection reward along with me and Joe Green. That's also a collection reward. But Shannon Sharp they released, and so Shannon Sharp's dropped significantly. I'm surprised actually he's not a little bit cheaper. To me, that's on the high side for him, just because you can get a Tony Gonzalez, who's significantly better, to be honest with you, for cheaper. Or not cheaper, but the same price. One card that's dropped a lot and still holds his ground as one of the best, in my opinion, is... Where is he? Jerry Rice is replaceable. Shannon Sharp's replaceable. Joe Montana's replaceable. Let's see. Ronnie Lott is replaceable, but still one of the top corners in this game. And he dropped down to like 150K, and I wish I had pulled one, or at least bought one when he was that price, but bummer for me. I don't need him, so that's why I'm not going to buy one, because I have strong safety Ronnie Lott, golden ticket, but he's amazing, and I love this card personally, so I have tried him out. And for a few games, I've tried out this Rod Woodson. It's amazing to me that he's only at 390,000 coins. He is he is next to Ed Reed, the best free safety in the game, without a doubt. I mean, this Rod Woodson is insane. He's nuts. He's great. So to get these cards, I mean, they're definitely, you won't see them in packs again, and these are pretty luxurious cards if you can get one, guys, so those are nice. Enough talking about that, now that we're already at like 7.5 minutes, but the other cards they released were Future Stars, and I don't know all of them off the top of my head, but I know there's, you know, the main rookies. Look these up. Rookie 99s. Now, these did not drop. I mean, they've dropped in price a ton, but nothing extremely significant. They're still expensive, but a lot less than they were, I guess, is what I should say. So, mainly because, if you collect them, you get coins for Madden 25, which is awesome. So, I wish I pulled a D. Milliner. I did not. I'll show you who I pulled in a sec. And I wish I pulled a Tavon Austin. That'd be awesome. And other random cards they inserted just as most wanted cards. Pro Bowl Wake, Pro Bowl Joe Thomas, Pro Bowl Mathis, Pro Bowl Kerrigan, Playoff Alden Smith, Playoff Harrison, Playoff AP, FF Timmons, FF Butler, FF DeQuell Jackson, FF Darrell Washington, FF Jason Witten, FF Zerlin are all back in packs, along with a few boosted odd cards that were always rare in the first place. Curtis Lofton, who, by the way, guys, if you don't know, he just did not exist in the first place until this weekend. So, Anthony Spencer, Mark Sanchez, Jeremy Trueblood, Eric Pears, and Kyle Rudolph. So, those are, I mean, a big weekend for everybody. So, I'm going to show you my pulls now, and these are some of them, and I'll show you a few more. But my trade block is pretty stacked, obviously. But these are my big pulls, along with these. This is not including another pack opening that I showed you guys earlier. So we'll just start off. Yes, I have 2 Eddie Lacy's. I will probably move one, hopefully for a Tavon Austin or D. Milliner. Don't know if that'll happen, but that's what I want. Probably collect Deion Jordan, try him out maybe in a game or whatever. Russell Okung, why I'm putting that on there, just cause, and he's an insert for the left tackle collection. It was pretty expensive at one point. Jason Peters, I've never pulled him at all, which is kind of shocking for as many packs I've pulled. So it's pretty exciting for me to pull a golden ticket Jason Peters. Does he go for a ton? No. He's not like any of those three or any of the next cards. But Cameron Wake, I don't need him because I did the Pro Bowl collection, but he's worth a lot, so really nice to have pulled him. And Dwight Freeney, of course. I pulled another Dwight Freeney. He's always been a lot, and yeah, so Joe Montana, Super Bowl legend. I mentioned that earlier. I pulled him. Amazing stats, by the way, guys, if you need a pocket passer. Also, he can kind of get away. He's got 91 acceleration, but 69 speed, which is a bummer. So James Harrison. I did pull 2 James Harrisons, so that's pretty insane. But yeah, great card. I have him on my team for one thing, and that's kickoffs. He's forced more fumbles alone than any card I've ever had. So, and finally, I never ever pulled this card. I've pulled the, fantasy player of the year, but I've never pulled a playoff Adrian Peterson. That was awesome. That was just a great moment. Just to be able to pull a playoff Adrian Peterson is amazing. So, still, amazing card, right? But packs pulling. So Julius Peppers I pulled. That was nice. AP. Tony Gonzalez. I pulled 2 of him, which is why while I'm making this video right now, I will be giving away Tony Gonzalez. So just in the lower comments, if you want Tony Gonzalez, really nice card here. Just comment Gonzo in the comments below to enter to win a Tony Gonzalez. You must be subscribed to enter as well. But anyway, there's my other James Harrison and a Aldon Smith. I do have another one on a different account. I just didn't grab him, but he's extremely rare. One thing I wonder is, are these 2 going to be in the right outside linebacker collection along with the playoff Adrian Peterson for the halfback collection? So that I don't know, but anyway, guys, thanks for watching my little overview of the Most Wanted weekend. Stay tuned for my upcoming videos, guys, and till next time, peace out.